Alright, in this shooting series, I think there's 15 or 16 videos. Now, when I picked this shooting spot, it was on a weekday. I went out there, and there wasn't many people that was going down the trails out there that are by. But it's at a safe spot, and the people that went down the trails, the main trail there, they mainly went down. There's a little side trail which only one person I saw go down when I went out there. It was on a weekday, so I figured it'd be a good shooting place. But then when I went out there on the weekend, there was a lot of people on the trails that day, and they kept taking that little side trail. But still, I'm off to the side, and the bullets are going into the hill, and there's no way they're gonna get hit by the bullets unless they. Usually, I think most of them are riding their bike when they take that little side trail, and the people that are running take the bigger trail over there. But the people you see going on that side trail are mostly on mountain bikes, and I didn't see anybody. All the times I've been out there, I didn't see nobody going off in the terrain where I was shooting. So I'm in a safe spot. It's just I wanted a spot that was more secluded where people ain't gonna be, running around in the background and biking around. Because when you're shooting guns, you just don't want people around you for many different reasons. But it's still a safe spot, and it's a fun shooting spot I found. But I'm because there's a lot of tree stumps out there I can put cans on. In this series of videos, I only used one tree stump, but another time I went out there and filmed, which the film didn't turn out good because the camera wasn't angled right. I used, 5 to 8 different tree stumps out there. So it was a fun spot to shoot at. It's just there's a lot of traffic in the background and a little to the side. So all the bullets are going into the mountain there, and none of them are flying over the mountain, and none of them are going where the people are going on the trails. Also on this shooting, forgot what I want to add on here. Okay, when the gun got jammed. Okay, also I should have had the guns and the camera more when I was loading them, and when the one got jammed, but I just forgot. I should have angled the camera down. I was good at having the camera angled before when I was doing video shoots, and I haven't done it in a while. Now I started to do it. I messed up on angling the camera some. I totally messed up a lot of videos I didn't get to watch until after a while that the camera's just messed up. But now I got the camera angle right when I'm walking around and riding my bike around, but when I'm doing things out there, when I'm shooting, I gotta angle the camera down more, which I messed up. But the gun jammed one time or twice. The Gerson gun, 9mm. That's the only time I ever had that gun jam, when I shot it. And it must have been the ammo, because it jammed like in the beginning there, and then it jammed after that at all. And I was using 115 grain full metal jacket Winchester ammo in a 200 bulk box. I was using some other kind of ammo too that was cheap, 115 grain ammo. But I think that ammo I was shooting was that ammo in the 200 rounds in a box. And you're just going to get bad ammo sometimes, people. And when you get a jam, always take out the clip. The shell was out like a quarter of the way, but it didn't come all the way out, and the gun stayed open. You want to take the clip back, because when you pull the slide back, if you get the bullet unjammed, And if you got the clip in there when you're pulling the slide back and stuff, it might try to chamber another one, and it might jam again because you're not chamber regularly, and the chamber might just get messed up. But also, you don't want, while you're trying to get it unjammed, the lead of the bullet might be stuck in the barrel, so you gotta make sure there's not one stuck in the barrel, so you don't want another round chambering and maybe accidentally shooting it, or if you think it's ready to go and shooting after you get the shell stuck out. But you want to get the shell out and see if the bullet's still in the shell. If the bullet's still in the shell, don't use that bullet again. Just toss it out. And if the bullet's not in the shell, after you get the shell out, I had to use my pocket knife, which I keep on me most of the time. It's one of these flip out knives. Man, I might have to oil that. Usually it flips right out. Okay, there it goes. Now you can flip it out like this for some reason. And I had to get this in there and get that shell. So you might want to carry a knife with you when you're shooting. Or even, if you get in a firefight or something and that happens, you might need this knife to get the shell out of there. And then always make sure the lead bullet's out. After you get the shell out, if the bullet's not in the shell, look through the chamber. Now I knew the gun was empty, and say if the gun slides back like this, you should look at the chamber through this way. But I turned it around and looked down the chamber with the gun pointing at me. But I knew there was no bullets that could be shot in the gun. If there was the lead bullet in the gun, it's not gonna get shot if the trigger's accidentally pulled. The clip was out. But you shouldn't be looking down barrels of gun, people. But if you got it, if the clip's out and the shell's out of the chamber, it's not going to go off. You can look down. But make sure the chamber's clear of a bullet, because you don't want to shoot around with the bullet stuck in there. If the bullet's stuck in there, just quit shooting. You're going to have to probably take it to a gunsmith to try to get it out, unless you can push it out real easy. Another thing I want to add is, I forgot else. Oh yeah, when I was loading the Springfield XD, all those clips, I only shot that gun maybe 2 to 4 clips in the past, and only one clip came with it, and then it had a rebate, or whatever you want to call it, or if you bought the gun you get 3 extra clips. But when I first shot it, I didn't have those 3 extra clips. And when I finally got the 3 extra clips, I took it out shooting again, which was my only second time shooting that gun. But even the first clip I got with the gun, that clip was still hard to load. All 4 of those clips were extremely hard to load. I could barely get 15 in there, and they hold 16, but I couldn't get 16 in there unless I was really gonna fight with it. But as you shoot your guns, if they're new, it takes like 500 to 800 rounds to break the guns and the clips in. And some clips might be stiff like that. Some clips will be a little stiff, but some clips might be extremely stiff. But the clips will work better after you break everything in. And make sure, when you get new guns, make sure... Oh, here comes this train here, people. I was hoping a train would come. I'll wait till a little bit of it passes by, and hopefully it's not as loud. I guess I can close my storage here. So, it's going slow. Man, that's a lot of engine in that train. Yeah, I wonder if I should just close my... After the engines go by, it's not as loud. How much going on? It's not as loud now. But... yeah, break your guns in. And I only shot these guns, a few times. I'm still breaking them in. And, you want to shoot your guns, make sure stuff isn't jamming. Stuff's going to work. Another gun I shot, and you know, use different bullets. Like the aluminum casing bullets, I wouldn't use those unless it's a real good full-size 9mm that can just take any rounds. But with the smaller guns and stuff, you know, when I only used them once, but I had a 3-inch Beretta 9mm, and the thing jammed when I was using those aluminum casing 9mm rounds. I think it's when I tried to chamber it jammed. So I'm not even gonna use those anymore. I'm gonna use brass casings. And some other stuff I'm gonna go over with. Okay, yeah, on the tree stump, when you're shooting too, you know, shoot with both your hands holding the gun. Shoot with one hand holding the gun. You know, shoot if you're good with your right hand. You know, try your left hand both ways, because if your right hand gets injured, whether you're hunting or you're in war or a shootout, self-defense or whatever, you have to use your left hand. You know, you gotta be ready for this stuff. And also, if you can lean the gun, like I did on the tree stump you'll see in here, if you can lean the barrel of the gun on something, or the handle of the gun on something you're shooting, or even, I didn't get to do this yet, put the side of the gun while you're standing up on, you know, against something. I'm gonna have to do that one day. You're gonna be able to shoot better, because when you're standing holding the gun without it against anything, there's the side of the gun, the handle of the gun, or the barrel of the gun, you know, it's just a lot harder to keep steady and shoot. So you can see in the video where I didn't do too much distance shooting, where I wasn't having the gun on this tree stump. But I'll do that also too. But when I had the gun on the tree stump, I can hit the targets way better. So practice all this stuff. And I wish I could have cut those tree stumps level, which I only used one tree stump in this gun where I was having the cans on. But the other time I went shooting, some of the tree stumps weren't that level. And these were just from when loggers were thinning the forest or whatever. They're allowed to cut some trees there. But you can set up a good shooting range if you have some tree stumps already cut, and if you have to, you know, cut them more level. Or if you're going to cut some trees on your property, you know, or wherever, you know, you can use those tree stumps to hold cans on. So that's just more things I want to add it before I get into the video. And then I'll probably do some videos on all these guns I use, on exactly what they were, because I don't know if I explained them fully or showed them good enough in the video. Okay, enjoy all these shooting videos.